So we've all experienced a time in our lives when someone was being just a little too nice to us, and we're just like, "What do you want? Like this, you're not doing this for no reason." And that's where the 12th law of the 48 laws of power comes into play, which is to use selective generosity and honesty to disarm your victim. Now, this one, to me at least, seems like a pretty obvious one to watch out for, but it's not always that easy to spot, especially if you don't know the person. But we all know it's a common tactic that someone will be generous or honest to get you to drop your guard. And when you drop your guard, that makes you easier to manipulate. I've seen this going around the internet a decent amount where they will say to be able to lie more effectively, you have to lead off with someone first and tell them that you're a bad liar, or say some kind of truth and make it something that you wouldn't want to tell anyone, or like pretend like you're confiding them about something. And that's a way to get people to trust you more, because subconsciously you're like, oh, this person just trusted me with a secret or a vulnerability or whatever it is. So they're a good person. They trust me, so I should trust them. It's not always the case. On the other part of the law, people will also be overly generous at first and like buy you food or get you something, make it seem like they're good with their money or their time or anything valuable that they have. And subconsciously, one, that makes you trust them, and two, now you feel like you owe them something, even if they say that you don't. But that's a subconscious thing. It's like, oh, this person did me a couple favors and helped me out, so I'm going to help them out. But the problem is, people using this tactic, a lot of times, they're looking to get way more out of you than you got out of them. And that's what you have to watch out for. Now, it sucks because you can't just go around life with your walls entirely up and completely guard the people and just assume that everyone is trying to manipulate you. I mean, you can, and it keeps you safe, but it doesn't gain you much allies if you go under that assumption. But you have to be watchful for the signs of this happening, and you're going to have to pay attention over the long run, because I guarantee you, someone who uses this tactic is also probably a really good gaslighter and narcissist, in the sense where they will be able to use their words and use the asset of time to make you forget how things went before. It involves you having a good memory to be able to remember and unfortunately keep score. And in friendships, they say not to keep score on who owes what and what owes who. And you should keep score not for that, but just to make sure that this isn't a one-sided relationship, whether it's a friendship or not, business, whatever the case may be. Now, it would help if your intuition just picks up on it on the spot and you're able to avoid this entirely. But in order to protect yourself from this law, unfortunately, you're going to take a hit. It just depends on how much of a hit it is. In other instances, like signing up for a timeshare, for example, or something along those lines, where they're either trying to bait and switch you or get you into a contract or something that you can't back out of, you sort of got to catch it on the spot and just have life experience to know that these things might happen. And in instances like that, it's best to go back to one of the previous laws of what I was talking about, pacing. Don't let anyone rush you into a decision, especially with the timeshare. Just don't do that. But even taking a step back from the situation may show you things that you didn't notice on the spot and say, oh yeah, no, this is false generosity or false truth, and they're trying to manipulate me. At the end of the day, my best advice to you would be to take everything at face value and be mindful of this law when it comes to meeting new people and just other situations in your life. Definitely meant to say not take anything at face value. I guess guy over there was not eating his Cheerios that day, but we'll continue. You don't have to be crazy suspicious, but always keep it in the back of your mind, just a little bit of self-awareness that this is a possibility that may happen. This person may be trying to manipulate me. Potentially try to think a couple steps ahead and see if there's any game that you see. I feel like fully mastering and understanding this principle, or this law, I should say, comes with experience in life and having it happen to you, because then you're able to spot this out like farther ahead before it's too late and you're on top of it. You end up seeing people and get that feeling where you're just like, oh yeah, no, this person isn't trustworthy. Maybe I should not deal with this, or take their gift and say thank you and just go on your way, or repay them back a little bit if you feel like it, just to be honest and fair. But don't let them rope you into any other bigger schemes. Honestly, learn how to say no. But anyways, that's all I have to say about this one. If you don't know me, my name is Brendan. This is The Lost Tribe. If you like this content, hit that like button, leave a comment down below what you think about this law of power, if there's anything else you want me to cover, and if you've ever had to apply the defense or the attack, if you want to go that way, of this law. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, because clearly you like the content. Once again, Brendan, Lost Tribe, peace out.